Welcome to Using Videos to Tackle Tough Topics. This series was funded by the Connecticut Office of Early Childhood through the Governor's Education Emergency Relief Fund in partnership with NEAT, the RESC Alliance, and All Our Kin. This presentation was created by educational consultants from Learn Regional Educational Service Center and presented by Pamela Santerre, Learn's Coordinator of Educational Technology Integration. This video will discuss how parents and family members can use apps and media to help their children tackle tough topics. When your child is going through something difficult or traumatic, apps and media can help by helping start conversations about tough topics, using trusted characters that create safe environments for children to discuss challenging topics. We invite you to consider also following up these apps and media with a conversation with your child. We have some tips for you on this later in the video. For example, check out this video from Daniel Tiger's neighborhood, in which Daniel Tiger, who is probably a very familiar character to most young children these days, has to deal with the fact that his favorite fish has died.
Now, let's find my favorite fish. Where is Bluefish? Bluefish, are you still by the castle? You love the castle. Huh? Dad, look at Bluefish. He won't swim. Is something wrong?
I don't know, Daniel. Let's see.
He's not moving, and he's on his side. I don't understand. Why is he just laying there, Dad? Is he sleeping?
I don't think he's sleeping. I think something's wrong with Bluefish. It looks like Bluefish is dead.
Dead?
Ask questions about what happened. It might help.
Ask questions about what happened. It might help. What do you mean Bluefish is dead?
It means that he isn't breathing or swimming anymore.
I have another question. Can Bluefish play later?
No, Bluefish won't be able to play later. When a pet dies, it can't play anymore.
You're right, Dad. He's not moving. I guess he is dead. Oh no, I feel sad. I loved Bluefish.
I feel sad too, Daniel.
Here, come sit on the couch with me.
Mom, Bluefish is dead.
I'm so sorry, Daniel.
Ask questions about what happened. It might help.
Ask questions about what happened. It might help. What can I do to feel better?
You know what might help? Making a drawing of what you're sad about.
Oh, drawing a picture. Well, maybe I can draw a picture of Bluefish.
That sounds like a good idea.
So in this video, you saw Daniel Tiger going through something that most of us have to go through in our lives, the death of a beloved pet. You saw how Daniel Tiger's parents modeled some ways of speaking with him and sharing their feelings, and even provided a coping skill for him to help him feel better. Those are things that you could watch with your child and then ask those same questions and do those same activities. Before choosing media to help begin conversations about tough topics, consider the source. Shows from PBS like Sesame Street and Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood have been researched and can potentially support the development of pro-social skills and behaviors. Sesame Street in Communities has videos on several challenging topics, including parental addiction, homelessness, incarceration, and gun violence. As a reminder, apps and media are most effective when they're paired with the 4 pillars of learning based on learning science: active learning, engagement in the learning process, meaningful learning, and social interactions. That goes for learning social and emotional skills too. So, how can you provide meaningful social interactions to not only help your child through a tough time, but also help them develop their own emotional skills? Here are a few tips for talking with kids about difficult subjects from Common Sense Media. First, reassure your child with both words and gestures. For example, you can say, "You're safe, I'm safe, and our family is safe." And pair that with some hugs and snuggling. Those work wonders too. Next, address their feelings, yours and theirs. For example, you might say, "It's okay to feel sad, scared, or confused. Those feelings are natural and we all feel them." Or you can say, "I'm upset, but not with you." Before talking about tough topics with a child, find out what they know so that you don't overwhelm them with information. Your kids might not understand the issue very well, and so ask them what they think happened before giving them any imagery. When you do talk about tough topics with your child, break the issues down to their simplest terms and using child-friendly language. So something like, "Someone used a gun to shoot people," or "Some groups of people still aren't treated equally or fairly," or "Someone hurt someone else." And try to use vocabulary, ideas, and relationships that they're familiar with. For example, recall a recent or similar situation from their lives that they can relate to. For example, you might say, "A person stole something. Remember when someone took your lunchbox?" Children have a really hard time understanding complex words for feelings, so try to use basic terms. So rather than using words like frustrated or exasperated, you might say mad, sad, afraid, happy, or surprised. And finally, communicate that someone is in charge and that they will be okay. You might say something like, "Mommy and Daddy will make sure nothing bad happens to our family." Or, "The police will catch that bad person."